Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my March empties. I have a ton of stuff, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm going to start this right away. I'm not gonna make it too long because, as you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, my empties are some of the longest videos that I make. So I'm very excited because I have a ton of makeup empties this month that are not in a project pan. Usually my project pan empties, I feature them in the finale, but I don't show them in my empties video. So for me to have like all this much makeup for a regular empties video is very exciting. I'm going to start with, okay, I'm gonna start with some face sprays, makeup setting sprays. I have this one from Too Faced. This is the Hangover RX 3-in-1. Really liked it. Smells a little bit weird. I can't quite pinpoint it. It's not very heavily scented, but it does have a little bit of a scent, but it's not enough to bother me. I liked it. I'm actually using another one in this same size for my friend's project pan, so I'm happy that I used it and that I'm starting to use the other one. Then I have this little one. This is a sample from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter, my all-time favorite setting spray. I went through this super fast, so no surprise there. I liked it. I will always continue to repurchase it. Then I have a little mini Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz little sample. This came in an Ulta goodie bag. This is in the color dark brown. The color was fine. I'm not a fan of the micro pencil because I feel like I don't know how to use it and my brows don't look like, they look very harshly defined. They don't look natural. So I used it, but I wouldn't repurchase. Then I have 3 mascaras, though I only actually used 2. This one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I really like this mascara, kind of like on the dry side formula-wise. I really like the brush. And the other one was the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This has a cult following. A lot of people really love this mascara. Pretty generic brush. Doesn't have like a fancy shape or anything. I liked it. They both work together. I use them together. And then this one is the NARS Audacious Mascara. I had been wanting to try this for a long time, and I posted on an Instagram post that my mom gave me a bunch of makeup, like little samples when I went to her house, and this was one of them, but this was super dry. I couldn't even use it. I use a lash primer underneath, and this wouldn't even coat the white of the primer, so it was super dry. I couldn't use it, unfortunately, so I still will be on the hunt for a little sample of this Audacious mascara because I didn't get a chance to use it. So this will be going into the trash. This is not gonna make it to my yearly makeup empties because I didn't use it. Another thing that's not gonna go into that yearly makeup is this Stila lipstick. This is a Color Bomb lipstick from Stila in the color Sonia. Unfortunately, this was so pretty color, but this little guy broke. And as you guys know, I have 2 dogs and it got full of dog hair and dirt. There's no way to salvage this. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let it go. This was one of the oldest lipsticks in my collection. So it was probably already expired, so it was really dry. When I was trying to apply it onto my lips, it didn't really have much color payoff, so I went in really like hard on my lips, and that's what caused it to break off. So that's this one. So these 2 are going straight to the trash. They're not gonna make it to my number of products that I used up in 2019. I also used up this little deluxe size sample of Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is just a little mini sample. I love this brow gel. This is my favorite. And last but not least, I used a little deluxe size sample of the Philosophy Amazing Grace perfume. Smelled nice, pretty generic. I would never purchase this in the full size. I don't like it that much. On to my bag here of stuff. I just pull things at a random. First off, on top here, I have this L'Oreal Ever Pure 6-in-1 cleansing balm with rosemary mint. That's the scent. And this is one of those conditioners that you used to wash your hair with. And this smells so good. I really enjoyed this. I had never tried like a cleansing balm from the drugstore. I had used Wen quite a bit before, and then some other, I can't even remember the other brand, but I'd never tried anything from the drugstore, but I really enjoyed this one. My hair was really clean. It wasn't left greasy. I've noticed some cleansing balms do that, but this one didn't leave it greasy. And because of the mint, it really tingled my scalp, and I really enjoyed that. Rosemary, I wouldn't have thought that rosemary and mint would be a good combination, but it actually was. Really enjoyed it. I had actually purchased this just to complete my order so I could get free shipping when I placed an order at Ulta, and I'm glad that I did it. I would actually repurchase this again. I don't have any cleansing balms right now, but maybe the next time that I need to buy something that I'm not quite there for free shipping, maybe I will put this in the cart. I really liked it. So long as we're talking about hair stuff, let me put this in some order. I used the last two samples of this Barney Kennett MD hair conditioner and shampoo. I got these when we went to Disneyland last month. I told you guys that I had stocked up on the little samples that they leave at the hotel, and I had used a couple of duos in last month's Empties, and I used up the last two that I had. I really enjoyed these products, the shampoo and the conditioner. Kennett MD, I looked it up on the website. It's kind of like a little kind of like a pricier brand. I don't think I will ever go onto the website and purchase these on the full size, but they were a nice treat for my hair. I really did like them, and they left my hair feeling very soft and clean, and it didn't the conditioner left my hair very soft and wasn't really tangly or anything like that. I really enjoyed it. I will keep an eye out for them in the next hotel that I stay at. Then I used up my little sample of the Christoph Robin Cleansing Purifying Scrub with Sea Salt Shampoo. This is a clarifying shampoo that's very coarse. You can't see anything. But this is kind of like a white paste with really big, chunky sea salt pieces. It smells really good. I love using this one once a week or once every 2 weeks to really clarify my skin, my hair. I buy the big size at Sephora, and that usually lasts me about a year, and it's an 8 ounce if I'm not mistaken. This little one was a little baby one. How big is this? 1.35 ounces, so it's a tiny one. I'm going to wait until the Sephora sale. I think it's already next month. I was able to redeem my Rouge points for a $100 gift card, so I will be using that to stock up on this guy because this is about $56, $58. So yes, I will always be repurchasing it, but I will make sure that I have something like a coupon or a special sale. And then I had dyed my hair last month, and I used up the conditioner that comes in the box of dye. I love these conditioners that come in the hair dye, but I hate that they smell like dye. So for the first few days when I'm using this after I dye my hair, I feel like my hair smells like hair dye. I don't use it if I know I'm gonna wear my hair down. If I'm just gonna put it up in a ponytail, like when I go to work, I will use this. Otherwise, I will use my regular conditioner, but I really do like this. I went through a lot of hair stuff. I went through this IGK Beach Club Texturizing Spray. I use this mainly as hairspray. I had told you guys many Empties videos ago that I started going through all my deluxe size samples of hair products. Instead of buying a can of hairspray, I've been using my texturizing and sea salt sprays as hairspray since it makes your hair crunchy and hard. Some of them do. And I want to work through as many of my items as I can. So I've been using those as that. And this is one of them. I can't talk about how great it worked for texturizing because I used it as hairspray. Smelled nice. And it didn't leave me a white cast. So that's a good thing. And then this one is from Bumble and Bumble. This is the Surf Foam Spray mousse. This is a mousse, so I used it as like a hair gel / hairspray as well. So I can't attest to how it works for when you leave your hair down. So sorry about that, but it worked to keep my hair in place. And I think that's it for hairspray. Moving on to shower stuff, I used up this body scrub from Bath and Body Works. This is the Stress Relief Eucalyptus Tea. This smells really good. Still, Eucalyptus Spearmint is my favorite scent, but this is a close second. Smells really nice. It's a very harsh, abrasive scrub and very oily. So I always, if I have to shave my legs when I use this, I always kind of like wash my body with my legs with soap after this, because this does leave a an oily residue on your skin. So I feel like the razor, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like the razor gets that film of the oil. So I always wash my body after using this one, but I like it. I've used many of these before, and I am stocked up on these, so I will always be repurchasing. Then I used up this Dead Sea Essentials by Ahava. I bought this at Marshall's, as you guys can see, on clearance, and I actually had to cut this guy open. There's actually like a chunk missing here, because when I first cut it, I was able to reach in here, but then I couldn't reach the product anymore, so I had to cut it a second time. So there's like another chunk missing, like I said. And this is a scrub, a salt scrub in the scent Calming Lavender, and it smells, oh my god. I am not a fan of lavender, many lavender scents. There are some that I just find extremely offensive, and it's just, I don't like them. But this one smelled like citrusy, lemony, lavendery. The reason why I cut it is because the scrub here, I don't know what happened, but whenever I try to like squeeze it out through the little hole, I guess the scrub particles either were too big or they clumped up at the bottom, and I couldn't squeeze anything out. And I was actually thinking about throwing out the whole thing, but then I was like, why don't I just cut it? So I cut it. I usually don't cut my products even after I finish them. So I just cut it, and I used it, and I used my hand to scoop out the product. So after I used it like that, I really did like this product. I would consider repurchasing if I saw it again at Marshall's. I have had this in my like stash of products for about 3 years already. So I think that's why the product kind of settled and clumped at the bottom. I think if I used it as soon as I got it, I wouldn't have had that problem. But it is what it is. I did use it up. I did liked it. But I haven't seen it at Marshall's since then. So who knows if they even still sell this. I used up one hand soap from Bath & Body Works. This is the Gentle Exfoliating Hand Soap with Tea Tree Oil. This is in the Frosted Cranberry scent. And initially I really enjoyed this scent, but I've used up so many like cranberry scented things since like December that I'm all cranberried out. I have 2 more cranberry soaps going on, one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom. And I still have like 2 more cranberry scented soaps under my sink, but I think I'm gonna just take a break and use the other scents that I have, because like I said, I'm getting bored of using this scent back to back to back to back. So liked the little scrubbies, but I'm just over the scent. I have a little bar soap here, and it actually broke. Shoot. So that's what this bar soap looks like. There's a hole in the center. And this is also from Kenneth MD. This is a bar soap that I got from the hotel as well. Came along with the other stuff. I use this to wash my makeup brushes. It cleaned them very well. It didn't dry out the bristles in the brushes. So I am very happy about that. I have another one that I have going right now. So you might see the other bar soap in my April's Empties, but this bar soap worked really, really nice on my brushes. I have a ton of lotions here. Let's start with the big one. This is a like handmade body lotion that a coworker of mine gave me for Christmas. This is a peppermint muscle relief cream. She knows I work out a lot, so she wanted to give me something that would kind of like help me soothe my sore muscles. Hi, Mama. And yeah, I used it up. This had a tingly feeling to it because of the peppermint. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna clean out this jar and maybe repurpose it for something else. I'm very sad that I used it up because I really liked it, but this was, since it's getting warmer here, it was starting to get a little too greasy. It was kind of losing its solid form, so I'm glad that I used it up. And I don't know, maybe for next Christmas she'll make me another one. Then I have this one from Philosophy. This is the Sparkling Holly Berries. Last month I used the body wash, and this month I used the body lotion. I got a kit for Christmas with those 2 items, and I used up the last one, so I'm very happy about that. This has the product at the very bottom. Even when I stored it like this, the product didn't come down, and this is how high I could reach my finger when I put it through the packaging. So I think I've used the majority of it, so that's okay. Then I used up my little sample of the Josie Maran, what scent is this? Vanilla Apricot Body Butter. Smells really nice. Used it up. Smells really great. I love these body butters from Josie Maran. However, I wouldn't repurchase anytime soon because I think these are better for the winter when my skin is a little bit more dry. Then I used up my last hand cream. I don't have any more hand cream. This is from Caudalie. This is the hand and nail cream. I really enjoyed these creams from Caudalie. They're very moisturizing, but they don't leave your hands greasy, and your hands feel like really soft and plump. I really enjoy this. There are some hand creams that like the lotion just sinks into your hands, but they don't feel moisturized. This doesn't do that, but it's kind of expensive. So unless I felt like treating myself, I wouldn't repurchase this in the full size. Couple of random things. I used up this Colgate Total Whitening Toothpaste. This was the leftover toothpaste from my trip from February, so I used that up. Then also from that trip, I used up my little travel size of this Bausch & Lomb BioTrue saline solution for my contacts. Then I used up this little Degree dry protection deodorant. You guys know that I use natural deodorant, but I don't want to take like the huge thing when I go out of town. So I bought this little one for like $1 in the travel section at Walmart. So finally I used that up this month. I am currently now using my vegan deodorant from Tarte, which I love. But this one, I really like this one. I like how it smells. It smells really nice. Very fresh. I enjoy this one. Then I have a ton of skincare, so give me a moment to get situated here. I used up this full-size Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Cream. I had gotten a kit that came with this and something else from this kit. Well, I'll just talk about it now. This Clinique facial soap. These two came together in a kit, and I got it, I want to say 2 Christmases ago for 2016. And I had the little box there, still shrink wrapped in this little box. So I finally broke into it, and I used both of them up. This is the yellow one. I know there's a pink lotion from Clinique, but this one was the yellow one. I liked it. This was supposed to be for dry to very dry combination skin, but I have like normal skin. Or at least I've always thought I've had normal skin, but I use this at night and during the day, like both day and night, and I didn't feel like my face was like super greasy, especially during the day, unless maybe now that I'm getting older, my skin is changing and it's getting dry. I don't know, who knows, but I really enjoyed it. I used this cream, that's this one. Then I used up, like I said, this Clinique liquid facial soap. I didn't like this. I don't care for this. There are other soaps that I like better. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with this one. So this one was like, for me. But anyway, going back to this lotion, I really enjoyed this lotion. And during the night, I used my fresh sea berry moisturizing face oil. So I would apply a little bit of this and then a few drops of this oil onto my palm. I would just mix it up and then put it on my face. This oil, I really enjoy it. It's from Fresh. Like I said, the Sea Berry Moisturizing Face Oil. This guy has a dropper. And I loved what it did for my skin. My skin felt very soft and plump, very moisturized, but like I said, not overly greasy. I really enjoy this combination for the nighttime. I would repurchase this again once I use up a few more of my facial oils that I have. During the day, I mixed this moisturizer with these little drops right here. This is the Murad Multivitamin Infusion Oil. I had 2 little samples of this, and I used both of them, and this is what I used during the day. And it didn't, like I said, interfere with my makeup, with my sunscreen, because this doesn't have sunscreen. This doesn't have sunscreen, so I needed to add sunscreen on top of that. And like I said, this just sank into my skin very nicely. I could use my primer, my skincare, my makeup, my foundation, and it sank in right away. And like I said, it just didn't interfere with anything. I went ahead and I added this to my loves list at Sephora because I would like to buy this in the full size again once I run out of more of my other facial oils. And I love it. And this does say that you can use it in the neck, face, and chest with sunscreen during the day and in the evening. So I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I highly recommend it if you like to add like oils to your moisturizers to add a little bit more like skincare properties, which is what I do. I highly recommend it. I really loved it. Continuing with moisturizers, I used up this little deluxe size sample of the Believe True Cream Moisturizing Balm. I really like this moisturizer as well. Smells like nothing really. But this is another one that really moisturizes my skin. I think it does a really great job. I love it. I would repurchase this in the full size for sure. Then I have an eye cream. This is from, I don't know if the brand is NIA 114 Technology. This is the multi-action R&R eye cream. I didn't like this. I used it up because, I mean, I had it there, but this was kind of like a balm consistency. And I couldn't just like rub my finger. I had to like kind of like dig out a little bit. And then if I put too much, it would roll up on my eyes. And then also if I put too much, the next morning I would wake up with like white product here under my eyes from where the product just dried out over my skin and it didn't really sink into my skin. So for that reason, I would never repurchase this. I wouldn't recommend it. I personally, I am aware that I tend to put a lot of eye product under my eye, and maybe that was the problem. Maybe I should have used less to avoid getting that white stuff under my eye. But regardless, I didn't like the consistency, the fact that it was kind of like a balm. So I would never repurchase and I wouldn't recommend it. Then I have this full size of the Kate Somerville Wrinkle Warrior 2-in-1 Plumping Moisturizing and Serum. I use this solely as a serum. So I use this and then I went ahead and I would put my like moisturizers and stuff. So I use this as a serum. I'd never only used it as a moisturizer as well. I am using my backup for during the holidays. I had gotten one in a kit and then one when it was discounted. So I'm already using my backup, and it's gonna be half off again during the Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. So I will be repurchasing it then because this thing is $100. So getting it half off is a really great deal. So that's this one. I love it. I really like this one and the one from Algenist, but the one from Algenist is also $100. And since that one's not going to be on sale, I will be repurchasing this one. Like I said, I love it. I highly recommend it. My skin really does feel plumped. So I really do enjoy it. And then lastly, for skincare, I used up this little deluxe size sample of the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Age-Defying Exfoliator. I love this stuff. I have many little deluxe size samples of this, and I have a full size. So I will continue to repurchase it as long as I get them. Then I have a bag of bath salts from Dr. Teal's in the Eucalyptus and Spearmint. I love this for my bath whenever I have a heavy, usually like I will take a bath on Wednesdays and on Saturdays because usually that's when I have my days off, and I'll do a double class at the gym. So I'm super tired afterwards. So that's usually when I take a bath. And then I can take, like after my body's relaxed, I can take a nap afterwards. So I love these. I will continue to repurchase them. I think they're great for value for how much product you get. And then I used up 2 makeup wipes, packs of makeup wipes. This one is from e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Water Cleansing Cloths. I didn't really like these. I noticed that whenever I used these and I went in with my toner, I would still have quite a bit of makeup. So I mainly use this for the mornings whenever like in the morning before I go to the gym, I kind of just to like clean my face and take off my skincare. But I would never use this to remove my makeup because I feel like it didn't work. And then last but not least, I used up my last pack of makeup wipes from Chorus. These are the Milk Proteins. I bought them in Greece when I went last year for the summer. They don't sell them here anymore, so I'm very sad. I love these. I used to buy these all the time when they used to be sold at Sephora. I paid €7 for these. And yeah, sad day when I used the last pack. They smell great. They really do remove my makeup. They don't leave my skin feeling tacky or sticky. This is a great product. If you can get a hold of one of these, I think you should. They are great products. And then last but not least, I used up just one candle, and this is from Woodwick. This is a Woodwick candle in the scent apple cider. It burned all the way to the bottom, and you guys can see like the silver part where I guess the wood part gets stuck to. And oh my gosh, this took me like 3 months to use up. I've been burning this since December. It's a really slow burn, smells great. Very like, it's apple cider, but it's kind of like very Thanksgiving-y. It's not a very Christmassy scent, it's more like a Thanksgiving for me. I love it. I would consider repurchasing it. I had purchased it at Marshall's for $12.99. And the fact that it burned for 3 months, I think that's a really great deal. I have some candles that I can burn through them in like 3 weeks. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I was really close to finishing another candle, but it's kind of warm here already, so I haven't been burning candles that much. But maybe for next month I will have 2 more. So last but not least, I'm getting rid of this guy. This is it used to be a wax melt thingy, and I think you can use it as like a candle warmer, but like it's too small. Like the candle won't fit, so it's gonna mess with my OCD that it's not straight. Like any candle that I have, they're like too wide for the plate here. And what happened was I had the plate here with the wax, and I was gonna put it in the freezer so I could leave it there for a couple of minutes and then pop it out so I can change the wax. And I don't know what happened. I dropped it and it broke into so many pieces. I couldn't salvage it and put it back together. So I know I could save it for a wax melting thing, but I don't know if you guys remember, I used to have one right there, kind of like a grayish brown wax melter, and this thing broke and I couldn't turn it on anymore. So for my birthday, my sister got me another wax melter, so I actually have another one. So I feel like I don't need to keep this because I already have another one. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, those are my empties for the month of March. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the products that I used up, let me know in the comments and we can talk about that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.